nonsense. Ow, I've ever stretched. One to Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Yes, I was supposed to give you a video. I think some of you are just going to hate me this time. I was supposed to give you a video. I was so busy. This time I'm not even lying about being busy. I'm genuinely busy. I am so busy. Even as I sit, I've never been at work for this long. Guess how I make?
15 to 4.
15 to 4. Usually by 3 I'm scattering. 4 I'm scattering, but see, I'm still here. The workload is overwhelming. Deadlines are upon us. But I'm still going to make sure I keep checking in just in case. So I wanted to take this time to talk to you about the power of a second opinion. I feel like we underestimate, second opinions, third opinions, any other opinion. Sometimes when you're making decisions, always try to ask another person, somebody else, what they think, someone who is not biased. You can even pick a complete stranger, someone who is not emotionally, financially, or any kind of way invested in this decision you're trying to make. You will get a clearer vision. Someone will give you a better view. But every time we rely on one opinion and one decision, it's always going to affect us. So it's the same thing with construction. I was making a couple points last time, and then when I told some of you, I don't think you understood. In construction, I understand when someone tells you a cheap fee to do a job. There is what they call a cheap fee, and then a normal fee, and then a deserving fee. But when someone wants to do for you a construction job cheaply, always ask why. It's not that you run to celebrate, oh, I've gotten the cheapest labor. Ask yourself, why is this person undercharging? Either they've never done that type of job before. 2, either they don't know what they're doing. Overcharging is bad, but also undercharging is bad. So be very, very careful when you're celebrating that someone is undercharging you. Because anyone that's done construction at least can have a better idea of what the costs should look like. Yes, don't celebrate that someone is undercharging you for a service, Don't, you'll regret it later. You end up paying double the amount to fix the problem. Another problem in construction that you should keep a lookout for. So always have about maybe 5 people or 3 minimum 2 to 3 people who can do that job and compare the prices. Do not have one person doing a job for you. Don't consult one person and then stop there. Get a second opinion and then find out. The prices must be relative, not too low, not too high, just relatively similar. So then you can settle. The other issue that you should keep a lookout for is during construction, we have something we call time management. Every job, mathematically, every job should take a certain time to be done. So a job is not supposed to be done slowly or too quickly. When someone takes too long doing a job, it could be a very big issue. And also when someone works on a job too quickly, there could also be a very big issue. Especially because sometimes someone could work on a job so quickly because they have the manpower. Because you don't expect someone to build a 3-bedroom house in 2 weeks if they're just 2 masons. No. But if there are 3 masons to 4 masons, minimum 4, and all these masons should have their own laborers or the helpers. I know where plus the person mixing is separate. That house should be done in 3 weeks, at most a month, but 3 weeks. That's a 3-bedroom house, a complete 3-bedroom house. So when you have 3 to 4 masons and they're building a 3-bedroom house and they are now heading into the 2nd month, there is a problem. A very big problem. I don't care about the weather. This is not roofing. If we were roofing, we can adjust and say, okay. Because when roofing is happening and it rains, there and then the job is done. They have to wait for the sun to come out. So I don't expect anyone to be eagerly trying to roof this month or even next month. Just wait out up to December maybe. Because the rainy season in Uganda is upon us and it's going to be raining heavily. So if your timber is left up there and the water keeps hitting it for days, it's going to rot. It might not rot per se, but it's going to become weak. Yes. Now, the iron sheets themselves can't be put up when it's raining, even after it has just rained. Unless when you have taplins, matundubadi. When it rains, they cover before the rain starts. So they open and then continue, because I've done that before, especially if you're time bad, you can do that. But in the rainy season, I don't expect you to be trying to roof your house. Wait for the sun. Rely on the weather forecast. I know sometimes it's not reliable, but at least it's the closest thing you have to getting some viable information. Your masons and builders are not going to tell you what type of weather to expect. You want them to guess it. So use the weather forecast and find out what type of weather to expect. Because there is someone just above here where I work. They've been roofing. Eriko bw'oba black. Bagiserekedde ebbanga ki tegenda wera mwezi. Buli bwe bateekako ng'enkuba ejja nga babirekayo nga bagenda. So that's what happens. Because it's slippery, no one is going to risk their life up there. So keep these things in mind as you try to get your work done. You try to get your work done. Don't even put that timber, don't put them up. If it's eucalyptus, you can put the eucalyptus up, Eucalyptus can bear, but the timber itself, after it's been split, it's not bad, but I wouldn't advise for you to leave your timber up there. It's very unreliable. That's all I'm saying. So roofing should happen in the dry season. Same with building, especially building your foundation. When they're building your foundation and it's the rainy season, the soil is going to keep backing back into your holes, and that's going to slow you down, because one, you might lose level for the house. Yes, if the person doing the construction is not doing it quickly. Then there is that first shed of cement put on the floors. You really begin constructing. So that shed is best placed on a dry ground. Then again, your house will still hold, but you know what I mean. For extra strength and assurance, try to do your foundation when it's not raining. What else? Oh my God. I don't feel like talking about construction. I'm bored. I'm not just bored, I'm tired, and I have a lot of work. But I'm nearly there for today. I don't think I can do more than I can do. My body gets tired. Some of you, when you come to watch me, say hi to me at least, so that I know who is watching me. You're all just watching me through those vents. Jesus Christ. Say hi so that I know who I'm talking to. Do not just sit there and watch me. And this is the only opportunity you all get to ask me questions for free. But these days, I don't do things for free. Something in my brain clicked. I no longer do things for free. And what's funny is that the questions most of you are asking me, I've already talked about these things on the channel. But because maybe I have too many videos, you might not know which video has what. You may not know which video has what. You may not know where to find which information. I believe that could be the only issue. Oh, I want to go do my hair. But I don't have time. Being a woman is a full-time job, you people. I guess it's even worse if you're a mother. Oh, now me, I'm just a woman and I'm exhausted. So much to do. Actually, women are the greatest multitaskers of all time. I don't think there is a man who can multitask as much as women. I doubt. There are some gifts that are only born, and those are the gift of multitasking. It was born with women. I've seen women, a woman can be doing like 5 things at once. But still, even then, it's still overwhelming. Hey. Hell. Someone keeps texting me. You're not giving me a point. You're not saying anything. If you're the one, stop texting me. Because I don't want to block you. Because how do you keep texting me hi every day? This is like what, 4 days now? Someone just keeps texting hi. And I reply, hi, hello, hi. The number I give you is a business number. Please, if you do not have business questions, do not text me. Don't be texting me, hi, are you okay? Of course I'm okay. If I'm not okay, I will come here and say I'm not okay. Nah, it's just annoying. How do you say hi? Those files are done being entered. Which files are you giving me? No way. I feel like my life is just crumbling. Too much work. Too much work. But then you take a call muchuba. Opa neve monteke call muchuba. Walai. Kuhanga mfa. No matter how much I pretend to be strong, to get this done, I feel like I'm not strong enough. This is what time for. I'm still here doing the same thing and shit is not moving. Why do I have to pay? I don't understand. It's me that pays all the time. Well, people take advantage of it. By the way, it's enough. It's high time I started standing up for myself. Being too nice is not good. People start taking advantage of you. Man, but guys, jokes aside, my business number is for business. By the way, people don't understand. For the people who have dealt with me, you know I mean business. Now the person has sent a voice note. Honestly speaking, I should have just played that thing out for everyone to. But I feel like some people are just not serious. And I have a feeling this guy or woman waits for me to be live, then they start going to my business WhatsApp to text me. I will block you. Like, I'm not even joking. Because the way I'm exhausted these days, I make irrational decisions. I will block you. Imagine if I'd started giving out my number years ago. Anyway, I don't have creeps on there. Genuinely, most people that's been there, they're serious human beings. You know? They have very beautiful questions. Today, I dealt with a new client who had so many nice questions. I don't think I've been in a conversation that long with somebody We spoke and spoke. He asked so many questions, and my brain was fed today. I felt so stimulated talking to this client. You know, the questions were very stimulating. They were nice to answer. He was pacing with me, like he paced our conversations. He asked the right questions, even the questions that, like, you might be there thinking, by the way, people should learn to pay for people's time, you know, people's time, people's knowledge, people's resources. You know, it felt really nice talking to this guy today. The conversations were, damn. You know, I mean, I'm not saying the rest of you don't ask me valuable questions, but I like that he knew what he wanted. Some of you don't even know what you want. You just ask too many random questions that don't even make sense, you know? It was nice. It was nice. I should make some calls for him tomorrow. I know. Oh. So what do you want to talk about? Have I tell you stories? I mean, since I don't want to talk about construction, but you can ask a constructions question though. Oh, since I'm here to stabilize my... By the way, yesterday was mental health day. How did that go for you? You know, most of us in Africa, our mental health status has band-aids on it. We just put band-aids on the brain to keep it going. You know, one thing I've come to understand, as much as you say you're broke, people have money. You're broke alone. Alone, I tell you. Bossa. By the way, this is how podcasts look like. I wanted to do a podcast. I tried starting it. They couldn't start it. I think I needed like some kind of microphone. Oh my God. One of my favorite people is here. Hi, Sparks. In-app purchases are not enabled. That is weird. What's that? All my purchases are enabled. Quite interesting. Was you trying to buy super thanks? Just send me cash. I spend that money. Either way, anyway, YouTube money is at a threshold. I can withdraw. Though, yeah. Yeah, you just give me the money. What's that? I'm here with one of my colleagues. I think they should just give me the money on my phone. I spend it directly. YouTube will pay me when they want. YouTube puts money there, then it removes, then it cuts. I don't know what they're doing anyway. Honestly speaking, I need to do research on this whole YouTube pay thing. Because if they're telling me that now, you can't buy super things, that makes no sense. If all my videos are monetized, you know, unless you try this on a video that's not monetized. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, send me the money to Uganda, to my phone, to my business phone. Either way, the money comes to me anyway. My business phone is +256 77 9024 274. Yeah, the same number is in my bio description. My name's Doreen Nambi, the queen herself. I'm actually named after the first woman. You know, different religions come with different... I was telling you an interesting story about my name. My name is Nambi. Nambi is the first woman. You know, religions have Eve, like Adam and Eve. In my culture, we have Nambi and Chintu. So Nambi is the Eve, and then Chintu is the Adam. So let me tell you a very interesting story. I know some of you, if you've grown up in Uganda, you know the story probably, but I'll tell it again because honestly, I'm proud of my name. I love my name. Now, where are we? So the first woman, I'm the first woman. I'm named after the first woman. Now, in my culture, there were brothers, 5, right? Bosa, baganda banambi bali batano. Chintu. No, Chintu was the husband. Kaikuzi, Walumbe, who else? Bosa.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember the story?
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, so basically, Nambi had 5 brothers, and they lived up. I wouldn't say heaven, but it was like a whole dimension, a different dimension. So they lived up. The word is up. Up is what you all call probably heaven. So Nambi was the only girl among the 5 brothers. There were 4 brothers, there were 5. So one of them was death. One was, Walumbe was death, right?
Yeah.
Kayukuzi was what? Damn it. But all these brothers signified something. So one day, what did they, wait, I can't believe I'm telling a story. This is my story. How can I not remember some of the facts? What Nambi ajakola chiwansi? No, there is a story to it. She came to earth. She came down to earth. She was looking for what? Water? What was she looking for? She was looking for sorghum. That's the sorghum thing. Damn it. Okay, let's just say the story the way I remember it. Anyway. I swear to God, we were taught this story as children. It's like a childhood story. I swear, okay, just know when she came to earth, she was down here. She came down to look for sorghum or what? One of the two. And then she met Chintu, and then they later became husband and wife. And then the brothers didn't like the guy, and then they started to chase and kill every child she gave birth to. Okay, you know what? That was actually, now that I think about it, it's a bit sad. Hi, Africano. How are you? Oh my God. So anyway, I think I have to find this story, I swear. It makes no sense that I don't remember my own story. How long ago was that? When was I a child? In 2002. 2001, 2002. That's when the story was told to me. Damn. Oh, Africano, you and your marriage proposals that are unending. Who said I want to get married right now? I'm looking for money. Why do you want to marry me anyway? You don't even know me. I could be a night dancer, you know. You want to pick women off the internet. I could be a night dancer. And in the middle of the night, I go naked and start running around like a mad person. You see how you marry a night dancer? You don't. It's okay to pick women off the internet, but sometimes before you make big steps, first research. First, take time to be around this woman and find out if you really like. Because I'm an internet person. How do you know that you will? Okay, fine. With me, usually I'm always the same on and off internet, honestly. But when you're looking at the internet, most people are lying and pretending to be something they are not. So you will fall in love with that internet person, and then you physically meet that person and you'll be disappointed. You'll be want to say, On the internet, she had long eyelashes, she had nice lipstick, she had very, very nice hair. What is she looking like now? Starting with the looks. 2, man, these days women have makeup that can transform you. You people. One day I should wear makeup and come here. Okay, I've not really worn makeup. Okay, lipstick. I wear lipstick. Okay, I think I need to learn to be more feminine, like seriously. But seriously, jokes aside, do not just be running after these internet women. We are crazy. And we're not just crazy. I feel like we lie too much. You know, I'm not going to say I'm perfect because honestly, I am the farthest thing from perfect. But I try to be as real as possible. The truth is, guys, you'll be there asking out internet people. We shall be here telling your stories about the guy who met an internet chick who was a night dancer. Wait, white people call night dancers cannibals. Yeah, so night dancers can actually eat people. Yeah, so she'll be cutting off your leg while you sleep to eat it. Wait, what? Not all night dancers are cannibals. What?
The night dancers that could just keep running around the house at night, or they go to your farm, they run around your crops and they don't yield.
Oh,
So dancers.
wait, I thought those were witches.
So they're not cannibals.
Yay.
Novices. Have you ever been inside your house and you're feeling someone running around your house, or you feel the wind blowing,
Yeah.
like seriously? So basezi bebwa bika bibiri. Ate n'abasezi waliwo abali abalamu n'abafu. So the cannibals are also two.
Wait. There are cannibals that eat the dead and those who eat the living. Wait, You're joking.
Serious not.
By the way,
Exhume bodies nga n'etasobola kulya omulamu. So two scenarios.
I know that place. What is that place called where Abasezi bangi nnyo? It's actually a whole district.
Where Kafero was coming from.
Chagwe, not just Chagwe, there is another one. It starts with a Rakai. Yo, Rakai has night dances. Like, they told me that even in the daytime, when you're new in that place, and this is in Uganda, by the way, they will mark you, they will even book you. They will say, they will do everything possible to keep you in that place. Especially if you go there and you don't know anyone there. These things of you people who like visiting. They'll dig a hole in the living room and put a mat and ask you to sit. And then you fall in the ditch on swords. And we see how you scream for help. Like, seriously. So you would be there admiring people. You will land on a night dancer. So take time to learn people. Take time to get to know somebody. Don't just jump to conclusions that you want to marry me. You know? There is so many things wrong with this world these days. You can't just afford to fall in love so easily. You'll be disappointed. You know, I have a friend of mine who is a DJ, Cassie. Hi, Cassie. So he was telling me that even some of these night dancers, the modern day night dancers of these days, some of them don't even, most of them are those people who even will stay in the club. You see them in the club every day, because they know they can't sleep. I mean, not everyone who goes to a club every day, the whole night and day is like a night dancer, no. But there is some people who go to bars and they are genuinely night dancers. I'm like, what the fuck? So, be careful. And it's not just Uganda, by the way. Cannibals are everywhere, even white people. You know, those myths we used to think, I hear, because we block everything. We make everything like black, about black people, like everything bad. We think it's just in the black community. The white people have like nice terms they give these things, so they don't sound so bad when you say them in English, you know? But trust me, they're everywhere. So anywhere, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. So Africano, my dear. Nigga, I don't even know if I want to get married. That's also another issue with me. I think I have like issues. You know, I have attachment issues, not attachment, detachment issues. When someone gets too close to me and they're really so close to me, I tend to run. I don't know. I was having this discussion with my sister. We're trying to see, you know. So, yeah, you see, there is a lot that I have to work on when it comes to me, and I'm okay with working on those things. I just feel like I just need to find the right person, you know, the right person to work this shit through with, or, you know, to work on myself. I'm working on myself, obviously. I don't have to first meet somebody and then work on myself. I'm already working on myself, but I'm just saying, I'm worried sometimes that after all the work I've put into myself, you know, after all the healing I've had to do, and then you meet the wrong person and then they send you back, you know, to a state where you've been. So that's why I'm also very wary. I'm like a bunny. You see bunnies, rabbits. Rabbits are those creatures that don't just like to bond, by the way. They don't. So a rabbit, it takes time to see you. A rabbit to be friends with you, it has to see you several times. And you have to be consistent with that bunny. But any sign of change will trigger them to disappear. They will dig a ditch so deep and disappear. So yeah, I'm not so different from bunnies. Guys. But man. By the way, Africa has so many interesting stories. You know what's funny is that Africa they teach through stories. Man, it's been raining the whole day today, from 2 last night, and it's going to rain again. Africa, I feel like if Africans were all raised to love their countries and themselves, we would be much better people. You know, would be way far. You know, this jealousy kind of thing. It's like, I also learned something. It's pointless for you to be so competitive with somebody, anybody really, because just because you are competitive, it doesn't give you the person's energy. It doesn't give you the person's, you know, you don't get what that person deserves. We all get what we deserve. So for you to fight somebody, to be jealous of somebody, to blackball somebody, it's not going to give you any of what that person was supposed to get in life. It's not. So we're just wasting our time sometimes. We're just wasting a lot of energy. And we spend so much energy on this negative stuff, you know. You know how someone can hate you, someone hates you so much, but then they still follow you? You're like, what the hell? Did you have other things to do? Like, how do you follow somebody you don't like? How do you watch somebody? That kind of energy, the kind of energy you put into that is insane. You'll be there hurting, being angry over something you can't even change. You know, some people are born to shine, with or without the lights. They were just born to shine. And the sooner you make peace with that, the happier you'll be, you know? The happier you're going to be. Because man, internet is crazy. You see people doing the most crazy stuff, bare minimum, even less than bare minimum. And these people are getting pretty much everything good. And they're doing bare minimum. And I think what makes us miserable is we're constantly comparing ourselves, man. Me, I know this to be true. When I look at myself, I know I'm the most beautiful woman there is. I know I deserve everything good. Yes? Wanji. Ondagachi. Douglas. Anzije. Naye wachiba nga tekirimu magezi. Wapostinze video jo n'otagimalayo nawulidde obusungu. Akayima. Awo yakomye. Kanzije ombuulire ky'oŋŋamba. Abula enkuba yiye ekomyewo. Annange ngenda kuddayo ntya leero mu nsiko yange. Give me a minute. Let me go see my board. Gasumulula kati enviiri bana ibose enkuba ekutte eno saidi yaffe tolina kyolaba eri enkuba ekutte empitirivu bitya
ekisinga obukulu ndi mu kizimbe.
oli mu kizimbe ebisumuluzo biriwa
ndi mu kizimbe nze ndi mu kizimbe.
bannange the rain is coming and it's heavy and this season if you plant anything, it's just going to die. Or it's going to become too fertile and it will not bear fruit. Olabye ekintu ekigimuka ennyo ne kigana okusa. Oba ne kisaako obuntu obutategerekeka kati eno enkuba yeebireeta.
I think the rain is coming from the other side.
Yeah.
That's why the side is clear.
It's clear. Kati ate eyo gye mbanzira gye mbeera. Ne mmala nninya boda kati mbunzirayo waka. Enkuba eyinza okuwuttula nze. Bana that day when they told me I had fiber. Ojjukira olunaku lwe nagenda mu nkuba. Banange enkuba yankuba nga sigiwulira. I reached a point and I went numb. Segama. I was so depressed. Segama nagenda Bugenzi. I was sad. Ate nze njagala nnyo enkuba. I like to play in the rain. Even at my big age, I still play in the rain, especially if I'm home. I play in the rain.
But you left for the surgery.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes.
It started. I was just up there. It started. I didn't want to stop. I was so sad. I was tired. I was depressed. Man, I felt bad for the guy who took me. I literally paid him double for the journey. Because I think he understood I was sad. And then for him, he just wanted to make his money. Yeah, roads are muddy when it's raining. Guys, by the way, Sparks wants to buy super things. You know, Sparks is one of those people that's actually really supportive of this channel. But I don't know why the chat, they're telling him he can't. Maybe this particular video has not... I enabled monetization on it. I don't know. Maybe another video or something. I don't know. My God. Uganda is blessed. But lately, the weather is shifting. But the astronomists have told us that next year the weather is going to balance back out and be normal, because this year the weather was so abnormal. Every single piece of research I did was leading nowhere. It was constant failure. So that's one of the reasons I didn't farm this year. And what's funny is everyone I know that farmed has struggled through this period. It's a bit sad. I know. Even if I go home now, I'm just going to sleep. So I'd rather just be here and do some work. Over your man agadewaga amadinisa. Egenda yingira eno nyingi. What's funny is eyinza okuyita.
It might not rain this side. I'm seeing the darkness.
It's raining somewhere.
Those neighbors are just quite far from here.
It's very dark. It looks,
Yes,
it's become dark.
they
It
seem
looks
far.
like it's 7. Chuka, it's 4.
They seem far from here.
Nang. This woman is pregnant. She's pregnant. And there are some channels I watch here just for fun. Maxim Bade. Sometimes when I watch his videos, they make me wonder. By the way, this generation of women is fucked up. And same with the generation of men that we have is fucked up. Africa, no, I honestly don't want to discuss politics. That's the truth. I don't feel like discussing politics. As we both know, in this country, we have freedom of speech, but not freedom of speech for everything. So if I have to tell you why some roads are not fixed or made, I'm going to be bashing certain people. And honestly speaking, until that, I know we can't ignore the situation, the country situation. That's why some of us, we do the best we can on the law. Because for me, I believe complaining about something you can't change. We've tried to change, to vote, but you know what happens. So what happens? So people like me, what we do, we try to help out our neighbors, our people when we can, you know, because complaining alone is not enough. We can complain, rant, open chats and tweet about our problems, but how do you tweet that, oh, people are not getting education, but you have the money to afford to educate at least one child, but you are not doing it? You know, you're just tweeting about it. How is that changing anything? It's just talk. So for me, I learned that if I want something fixed, I would try and fix it myself, you know, because yes, we make people aware. People are very much aware. We can create awareness for some of these things, but I feel like solutions, if we put solutions in place, that's the best possible thing we can do, you know. I do a lot of things, by the way, that I don't even come here to collect money for. For example, I am, for the past year and a half, I've been educating 15 girls. They are young. The oldest is in P6 now. School fees is very cheap. Yes, it's not the best education, but it's an education. It's good enough, you know, as we find better, as we are able to afford more. So I'm doing a lot of things personally, me as Doreen. I'm not posting every single thing I'm doing here. Africano, what should I tell you? Me that you're telling, I don't have the power to pass any laws, you know. These are some messages you should be forwarding to ministers, Minister of Internal Affairs. But I believe all these foreigners you see here have paid a fee to be here. They have. There is no single foreigner that's in Uganda that is not being charged to be here. So where does that money go? Honestly, I feel like at the end of the day, it is the governance. The government, please don't make me discuss politics. The government has to allocate this money to where it's supposed to be and plan for its people. Me, Doreen, there is nothing I can do. There is nothing. I am just a YouTuber with a Samsung phone. Actually, I even have, which Samsung is this? It's not even one of the latest 15 phones on the market. What can I do? You know, nothing. So I need you to understand that we as a people, it is up to us. When your government fails you, it's up to you to fix your country. Do the small you can do and do the help where you can help. So me, when I come here and I'm giving you construction knowledge for free, I'm helping my country. And that's how I know how to help my country. You know, when I can do a couple charities here and there, using the little that I have. That's how I'm helping my country. Until I'm in position or I'm able to do those things, like command money to fix a road, to do this, to do that. For now, I'm going to do the little I can do. Honestly speaking, I'm also, you see how I used to think by this age I would be running countless charities. Nigga, I also need a charity for me. I need a charity for me. Because as I'm helping, I also need help. You know what I mean? So, all I'm saying is, we are not where we thought we would be, but we are still pushing on. And as we push on, we are not waiting to be where we are supposed to be to help people. We do it as we push on to be where we want to be, because that's how life should be. You can't wait to be rich in order to help. Just help with the little you have. That's all I think. Political wise, honestly speaking, I'm not even interested in because every time we get into politics, you vote, people just keep disappointing you all the time. I feel like you just deal with too much disappointment and you feel like a centralized government is trash. Simple as that. I feel like if people went back to their kingdoms, we would be better off. Not like everyone should leave and go, but people should live under chiefdoms and kingdoms. I feel like the world was a much better place then, because you would find that, for example, the central, we have the Baganda, they are developing the central. In the east, we had what is the king of the east called? They have a king. They're also developing themselves, that side. And then we have in the west, they also had the kings. We have the Batora, they have a Mukama. So they all developed themselves and their people, and people are happy. Honestly, people are happy and they were doing well for themselves. But now, there is a lot of monopoly in every aspect, in every industry, every government sector. So, nothing you can do. Centralized government was the white man's way of putting us in utter despair. That's the truth. The white man could not control any king, and that's the truth. So they created a centralized government, and a centralized government is the only thing they are able to control. That's why you find that African countries that are still running under kingdoms, they have very few issues except the issues that are being impacted on by the Western world. Dear Lord, Uganda zabu omwana atulese wano mbuze ngenze ate dawa unakomyewo. Guys, I have no tribe. I have no tribe. I don't see tribe. I see people. By the way, tribes are if you're still reasoning based on tribes, then we have a long way to go as a people. Come on. I feel like we are way past reasoning as on a tribal basis. We are way past that. We've not outgrown our cultures. We've just outgrown the limitations of tribalism. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Muganda, Munyankole, you're all black. That's the common factor. You're all black. So for you to treat your fellow black brother or sister as anything less, you're just wasting your time. because it's not going to change. I mean, I would understand this coming from the whites or whatever other people that there is, you know, because we're quite different. We're very different, white and black. You know, we're all people, yes, but we are different. So when a white person is, not all of them, of course, there are those uninformed white people. How do you say, stuck in the olden times. So when I see them mistreating black people, honestly speaking, I don't know, it doesn't shock me much because I expect it. I'm not saying that when I see every person, I'm already judging them that they are going to be racist. I'm just saying if they were racist, I wouldn't be shocked. That's all I'm saying. You know, but if a black person is racial to a fellow black person, it makes me wonder, what's there to be racial about? Yo, it's not, it's just like these confused people. I hear you are born black, but then you are saying, I see myself as a white person. Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Honestly speaking, I don't understand. I feel like anything that can be scientifically proven that you are white, you are black, you are a man, you are a woman, it makes me laugh that people want to deny who they are. And I still blame colonialism and maybe post-colonialism. Zakatala. So all I'm saying is it's better to accept who you are, to avoid trauma. You know, I was listening to a Ugandan who lives in the US. Which US? That guy or woman was a woman when she was there. Hot woman. My God, she was hot. Now she's there transgendering into a man. I mean, I have no issue. Look, I clearly don't understand those things. I always say this. I don't like to discuss things I don't understand. But I also don't have to accept or agree with them just because I don't understand them. You know, and then she was telling us the problems that have come with her process of becoming a man. I think she has no boobs now. My God, what is it? He, she, what do they call themselves now? Now there is pronouns of they, them. Oh God, I feel like I don't even want to leave Africa at any point now. Because the more I hear certain things, they make me so confused. So I don't have time to learn certain things. I feel like they're just a wastage of my brain space. You know, now learning, honestly speaking, I think I would have, I can withstand like a gay person, like a guy who says he's gay. I can withstand that person. But a person I can't withstand is a person who will not accept that they are gay, but then they... Oh my God, I'm even confused by this entire conversation. Can we just change it? I really don't want to pretend I understand the way the Western world operates because I just feel like it's confused. It's really confused, man. You know? Though I am I'm a hypocrite. I can withstand chicks on chicks. I don't know. Am I the only person who can, when it's a chick and a chick, it's not evil to me. It seems so okay. I mean, it's not okay, but my brain is not screaming when I see it. But then, like a dude and a dude, my brain is screaming. Hold on. Okay. No, someone was texting me and it seemed urgent. I had to respond. You're all stuck with me. It's raining. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. It's the end of the day. We might as well suffer together through this weather. Ah, guys. What was that conversation? I've left that conversation alone. But you know, one thing I know for sure. One of the things I do, part of my work, is to work with... that's also a wrong conversation. Sometimes I want to tell you very interesting stories, but when I think about the repercussions of me telling you these stories, I change my mind. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm done texting anybody because not all these people, the questions they're asking me, they require too much time. I don't have the time. But how can someone weigh 80.5 kilograms? Is it not like 81? Don't you round it off? Bossa, don't you round off 80.5 kilograms to 81? So it doesn't make sense for you to write 80.5 kilograms. Crazy. But Africano, when have you last been to Uganda? Ugandans are planting flowers in the roads. You know, maybe you want roses. Roses, no, because they'll pluck them. But there are flowers, like different types of flowers. Those flowers that don't really flower, but they are flowers. Hey, that entire road. What is that road? Ngovaku Uganda Museum. Bossa, olugudo olugenda ku ewandege yange ova ku Uganda Museum baluyita batya? Oluli wano oluva e Kamwokya. Yeah, but that road that comes from Kamwokya towards Wandege, man, there are flowers on that road, many. Ebimuli bingi, tulina ebimuli bingi. Come on, you want people to put flowers on a northern bypass with all the thieves on that road in the night. You want to give them where to hide. And now. But something happened last, there was a year. I was in my second year. Can you guys still hear me with this rain? Yeah, never nange. Okay, so one time, because I think that was the year I was working in a club. It was my second year, or my first year, my final semester. Because I worked in that club first year, final semester, and the first 2 semesters of my second year. Banange, there was this chick, she used to leave early. I think she had like a boyfriend or something who used to pick her up. So she would buy like really nice stuff. She had just bought herself a new phone. She had just bought herself a new phone at the time with her nice handbag. So apparently, she was holding her phone in her hands. Now, that club used to be, V-Pub used to be at Lugogo opposite. And there used to be so many flowers on that road. Before the traffic lights were put there were no traffic lights at the time. So she comes out, she goes to the road to, I think, pick a taxi or something. I don't know what was her name. By the way, that place, I have so many stories about the place. One of our workmates was killed. She died in a car accident. That was the first dead body I think I saw from an accident. I'd never seen something like that in my entire life. It traumatized me for almost a year. Actually, her death is one of the reasons why I quit. But no, that's not the one they robbed. This is a different one. So she comes out with her, her nice bag. She leaves. The thieves jumped out of the flowers that were on the roadside, grabbed her phone. Two guys grabbed her phone. They grabbed her bag. Choka, her bag only had lipstick in it. Imagine. And maybe transport or what. But they had already taken it. She didn't care that they took the phone. She told us she held on to the bag because she was trying to make sure they don't take her lipstick. They drugged her. Her knees were all scraped. She held on. Instead of letting go, she told us, I held on so that they leave my lipstick. I never had the most stupid story in my life. These guys were capable of killing this girl. But she held on to her bag because there was lipstick in the bag that she said was so hard to find, so expensive, so rare. That is the day I gave up. Partially gave up on women. You people. Oh, what was her name? Kala, I'll never forget that girl. They finally took the bag. Obviously, after scraping both her knees, she actually, by the time the guy came to pick her up, she was completely scraped. First, we were in working. We didn't know what was happening. By the way, the night is very deadly in this country. You have to be very careful. So, that time, amazing. You can go anywhere, do anything, go into any bush. The night time. I wonder. But that girl with that lipstick story. They took her new phone. She didn't care about the phone. She was worried about her lipstick. So yes, I know women are capable of doing the most crazy things that you least expect them to do. Yeah. Women are some of those people that tell you, leave me. Stay away. Go. Don't be staying next to a woman that just told you, leave me alone. Man. I don't know if her phone was cheap, I swear. I swear to God, I don't know. It just made no sense to me. I held on to my bag so tight. I screamed for help. Okay, have you ever had one of those really sad stories, but they're also so funny at the same time? Like, imagine you're at a funeral, sad situation, someone has died, everyone is so sad, and then you listen to the way some of those local women cry. Some people can exaggerate, some want to jump into the grave. Like, seriously, come on. Like, it can just be serious drama. I understand it's pain, but come on, that's a bit excessive. they cry while telling stories, you know, and you will hear them so sad, crying, but they are eating at the same time. So imagine a situation where someone is crying, but they are eating and asking for more food. I'm sorry, I'm just going to laugh. Some people they just make things so hilarious. Like it shouldn't be hilarious, but because it's not even acceptable, you know, the way they're doing it, you know. And then you look for the family drama. They start the accusations will begin of witchcraft, of who killed who. By the way, in Africa, no one really dies like a natural death. Nobody, especially if the person had some achievements. Nobody in Africa, they will never accept. They will come, pick the dead body from the hospital, and the doctors will say, this person maybe had a heart attack and they died. I swear to God, they will accept from the hospital quietly, reach the burial grounds. They will start, so and so killed our son. I swear to God, if you've been in Africa long enough, you know there will always be someone crucified for someone's death. But if you are broke and poor with no achievements, if you die, no one cares. That one just died. When the doctor says this one suffocated in his sleep, heart attack, they will simply blame you. You see, we told him to stop eating. The boy would not stop eating. But let this person have some achievements, some money left, you know, anything. That person does not die a natural death. They will never accept. They will never accept. And that's the truth. So African burials are very interesting to attend, you know. Sometimes I listen to people in the Western world that you people have to get invitations for burials. Jesus. And someone was saying, a very grown man was saying, in my life, I've only attended 2 burials. 2? Jesus. Nigga, for us as Africans, it's culture. It's our culture to attend burials. If you do not attend a burial, they will even threaten you. They'll tell you, you don't bury, no one will bury you. Imagine. So they will remind you after you die that they will probably tell your ghost, we are not burying her because she didn't bury. She was not the type that went for burials. Now you bragging with your 2 burials. Nigga, here in Africa, the person with the least burials probably attended has 4 or something. It's crazy. And if they catch you at a burial and you're not crying, they can even accuse you to be the witch that killed the dead. You've probably come to confirm that the person is dead. You are supposed to cry. By the way, Africa is quite interesting. You know, all these things aside, Africa is interesting because some of the things that we see, the things that we see are quite interesting. You know, they will wonder, how can you be at a burial and you are not crying? You know, those uncles that wear sharp pointed, weirdly pointed shoes on burials to prove a point. And if you don't bury, actually, one of the reasons why, personally, I mean, there are so many reasons that's why I've not even had kids yet. But in Africa, the moment you have a kid, they will consider you like a full-grown person. You will be expected to do so much. You know, like you have to attend burials. When people have functions, they want you to come there and be like a caterer. So many things. And they will always remind you, that one, we shall not go to her this. We shall not attend her this because she doesn't do this. It's actually the African way. So Africa is more communal. As Africans, we live as a community. You know, this whole 20th century thing where we all keep to yourselves, it's not possible here. You can't keep to yourself in Africa. Everyone is in everyone's business. People want to know. Oh, come on. Oh. Everyone is going to be in your business, whether you like it or not. As we should. Nah, not necessarily. I feel like we should, but we shouldn't. We shouldn't. You know? Which facility am I in? Where am I? Okay. Just because we should, we shouldn't. Because the problem is the communal life was possible back in the day because people were not as jealous of each other. They were not as, you know, as crafty. Why? Back in the day, it was rare to distinguish that this one is poor, this one is rich. People were more or less the same, you know. You'd find that everyone has a house similar. Like there is no education, so they just have African traditional education. All of them is the same. They are just intermarrying each other, and chances are high most of them are related. There was no competition of any sort. They are all eating pretty much the same food. Like seriously, there was nothing to be envious about back in the day. Nothing. But now, living as a community is going to harm you. You're surrounded by people who don't even like you. You're leaving them with your kids and they're going to poison your kids. And it's happening. Because of the so many differences in societies, we can no longer afford to live as a community. We can't. Because this could cost you your life. Here, I can't believe, I hope the things I'm saying about Africa are not scaring some of you away. It's not all like that. In Africa, that's the one place you are going to be murdered and your death will be a natural death. Yes. Because who is going to take time to investigate who killed you? Who? Unless you are very rich. Even the very rich, they will say, the death is under investigation. And no one. They will probably just find a random person and pin the death on them. And then you as a family, you probably have paid for someone else's life to be ruined just so you can have a certain closure. All I'm saying is, in this day and age, we cannot afford to live as a community. We cannot. We cannot. One, you can afford to take your kids to the best of schools. You're eating the best, you're affording the best house. You have the best car and shit. And you think what? People are happy? You have jokes. You all have jokes. All I'm saying is the person next to you has not eaten in days. And you're eating and even having surplus. You even have pets. In Africa, pets are luxury. We don't have pets here because you have to feed them. Food is expensive, you know. You have to feed them. So by the time you have a pet, you make sure you don't have any other responsibilities. Our pets here feed themselves, by the way. It's very rare to find someone with a pet. I think I was about the only person I knew. I'm not saying they are not there, but they are few. Someone with a pet, for example, a cat. People here get cats so they can eat the rats in the house. Not because they are keeping them, because they love them. So when the rats are done in the house, this cat is going to have to fend for itself. Dogs are walking the streets to look for what to eat, you know, and at night they are chained up for security. Some will chain them up and feed them once a day or something. So let me tell you, in Africa, these things that most of you are doing in the Western world for life, People here are doing them for survival. That's all I'm saying. So you cannot afford to feed a dog if you can't feed your family. So you don't expect somebody who has 5 dogs in their yard, these dogs are living like kings, to be best friends with somebody who can barely scrape by, like they can't even afford a meal. Don't expect this person to be happy with your life. That's the truth, you know. Obviously, it's barbaric for you to have neighbors who are starving, you know. I always don't advise for you to give them food. I always advise for you to give them means to earn more food, because once you feed them today, then what about tomorrow? What? You know, to avoid them from being burdens in your life, yes, we want to copy other people's lifestyles. It's natural. It's human for us to want more. You can't blame people for admiring. But as we admire, we must also understand what our limitations are. Can you afford it? Nigga, I want to have a Range Rover, but I can't afford that shit. You know? So I know I have to work hard to afford it. And then own it. You have to have that at the back of your mind. Work for everything you want. You know? Because if you've worked for it, you're going to be able to maintain it. But if it's just handed over to you, it's not. Obviously, if you give me a Range Rover, I'll take it because you've given it. But that means I have to work double to maintain it. You know? So right now, I wouldn't take it because I can't exactly maintain it. So I have to work hard enough to reach a level where I can maintain it. Then you can all give it to me. That's all I'm saying. When you can maintain something, then you know you can afford it. But if you know you can't maintain something, just keep admiring and move on. To admire and take is cruel. It's useless. Because you take what you can't maintain. What's the point of driving a car 1 month, 2 months, and then you don't have it? I've wasted my day. Wait, I've not wasted my day. I've been working. Me and saying a lot of, you know, sometimes I can be speaking here and I feel like I'm saying a lot of nonsense. But then when I get time, I watch some of my videos back. I never used to like watching my stuff back. But these days I actually do. And I sound so mature, so much wisdom. I mean, sometimes I know I sound crazy, but sometimes I know I do sound mature. I make sense when I speak. And I always advise you guys, just pick the sense out of these things. And honestly, I've never confirmed to be the wisest person in the room. But I know I have a bit of knowledge that can help you into surviving some bullshit in this world. Man, it's what time is it? I should find my way. It's 5, man. I've never been up to 5. This is fucking crazy. I'm even done for the day, guys. Thank you for watching me. Thanks for keeping me company, actually. Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure is mine. Have yourselves a wonderful evening and see you. Oh, wait, have a wonderful day. It's 10 a.m. Wow. Yeah. I don't feel like sending shout outs these days. They just take too much energy out of me. It's nothing personal. But if you want me to send shout outs to you, I will, just because you want. Let me go and do what? Let me go and sleep. It's already 5. It's coming to 6. Let me go home. Let me go home and sleep. Wait, sleep? No, let me go get... Wait. Let me get my things straight. What am I going to do? Yes, food and a drink. Yeah, and I get into my bed. Oh, nah. Relax will give me constipation. And trust me, I'm trying to keep my colon clean. Nothing of wheat in my belly. All right, guys. See ya. It was nice having you. Bye. Wait, before I go, yeah, they'll just double cross you anyway. You know, I don't understand why people, once you bring them close and show them your source of income, they just want to double cross you and take you out. Imagine you introduce someone to a craft and they just want you to be completely out of a craft you introduced them to. Like, what the fuck? People are not supposed to shock me anymore. I mean, I know what shocks me, but nah. No way. Let me go. Bye, guys.